animated, baby. That shit's animated. What's going on, fellas? Steve, Justin, how are we doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I had a wild thought at work. I was behind the computer, just click, 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 click. And I'm like, damn, do y'all think Luka Doncic knows who Sasha Vujacic is?
Of course he does.
Nah, there's no way, though. He's like 22. How old is Luka?
Luka's 23. Luka's 23 right now.
He's 23. And when we were young, when Sasha Vujacic was a bum. So you think he knows him, though?
He's 38. He's not. I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess that is kind of no, but he's Serbian, man. They definitely.
That's what I was thinking. No, he's Slovenian. That's what
they're both Slovenian. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, now, does he really know him though? That's what I want.
Personally, I mean, you know what? Honestly, probably.
Yeah.
Right. But then again, he's like hella young, and like Vujacic was ass. Like, yo, bro, it was the most conflicted thought I had in my life. I'm like, yo, oh my days.
No, yeah. Oh, go ahead, Justin.
I think, especially with the European system, and Luka's been like a prodigy. He probably had to play him in a game like a 15-year-old Luka while he was in a league.
They legit probably played on the national team together when Luka was like 16 and Sasha was like 31, right? Like they were probably on the same squad. That reminds me of like the Rubio, like when Rubio was playing with like both the Skull brothers, and Rubio was like couldn't drive yet. Oh man, well, it's good to be back. As advertised, we're gonna be doing an all Euro draft, all-time Euro draft too. It's not just current players, correct? This is like all-time Euro.
All time, baby, all time.
Hell yeah! So I'm sure we all Googled good European basketball players and have that up ready after we get through rounds 1 and 2. But yeah, we should probably get started just with like what's popping around right now. And I know we like to dunk on the Nets. We like to talk about Joe Harris being at Union Pool, but they haven't lost in like a while. They're like legit good right now. I think it's a problem. I think they're third in the East. They beat the Cavs. They beat a real team this week. I don't like what happened. Are they good?
I think Kevin Durant had enough. And he kind of like was like, okay, I'm about to just tell everybody what they need to hear. You know what I'm saying? Just so they could like run as a team. But I think the most important factor is they're fine with Ben Simmons not being a superstar. Because what's he averaging? Like 9, 8, and 6, which is like bad, I guess, to a certain extent, but it's working in their system. And I think that's the most crucial part is that they're like, yo, bro, if you type ass, it's cool.
Yeah. I mean, they like stopped running plays for him. They basically are like, they're basically like, hey, just do what you did in Philly, and that's actually fine for us. I don't know, Justin. Have you been to a Nets game recently? I feel like, oh no, you were at a Knicks game. Is that where you had attended a New York basketball event recently?
Yeah. I was at the Knicks game where DeMar DeRozan finished the game, hit a buzzer beater on him after Jalen Brunson missed 2 free throws at the end. So I have not been to a Nets game, but I did go to a Knicks game and watch them blow it. But they were on a win streak too. I honestly thought they could extend it. But I don't know. I haven't been to a Nets game, and I honestly haven't watched a lot of them. But I know that the Nets are 14-1 in their last 15.
Yeah.
One thing about that is 9 of those games were at home, including 7 in a row. They had like a 2-week stretch of just home games, which helps because they won all of them, I think.
Yeah. I wasn't giving them.
No. They lost one. They lost the Boston game. But other than that, they've been rolling. I mean, we got to call out too. Like, what is the thing? There's 2 things that happened. Steve Nash got fired, and Kyrie is out of the news.
Yeah, Kyrie just like shut the fuck up for a little bit.
Yeah, so like Steve Nash got out of there, and Jacques Vaughn has them balling.
It's crazy.
I don't know what it is, but I look. There's no more like what is Steve Nash doing? None of the confusing stuff, and it's not like I don't know what Jacques Vaughn is doing. Kevin Durant, I think, still has the highest usage in the league, which is kind of crazy for like someone my age and this deep in his career.
I know Kevin Durant, like legit, what's he averaging, like 35 and 5 or something right now? And and just like easy. He's an easy 30 and he's playing defense. I wasn't ready to give him credit until they beat the Cavs. When they beat Cleveland in Cleveland, I was like, man, this is like they're in third place. They're in third place in the East right now, and they're right behind Milwaukee. Like it's not like there's this huge gap between it. Like they're right in it right now. And again, haven't lost in weeks.
Yo, what if Iverson blesses everyone he crosses over? Because I don't know if y'all remember, Jack Vaughn got dropped by Iverson twice. Tyronn Lue got dropped, walked over.
That's true. Great
bro,
coach.
Look at that, bro. Maybe that's the key to success.
I mean, you might be. Hey, look, Willie Green played with Iverson. I'm sure at some point
he got crossed up too.
Probably at some point in practice, he got caught with something.
Did Steve Kerr's old ass get crossed up by Iverson?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. We might have to check the YouTube. I'm not getting that, but
look, if he caught Jordan, he probably caught.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Man, Jacques Vaughn is so funny. I just remember Jacques Vaughn. I think he was like Paul Pierce's teammate in Kansas, like in college, and that's the only reason I knew Jacques Vaughn. And I feel like that's what was I don't know, like 12 or 13. That was the first person named Jacques that I like knew of, and I remember being blown away by that. But he looks like he coaches the Nets, and what I mean by that is he looks like way older than he probably is. Like when I see it, I'm like, oh man, yeah, he's had a lot of conversations with Kyrie. Like he's like, you just look at his beard, you can just see it. You can see it. They're legit though. I'm excited for the next time they play the Celtics or play the Bucks. Like I think they are. I think they're like legit right now. And you're banking on KD. KD has to stay healthy, and Kyrie has to stay like, Kyrie, I guess. But if that happens, I mean, I don't see why not. Like why they couldn't really contend. It's nuts.
Hey, look. Last couple games. Off the bench, TJ Warren had 23-8 against the Cavs. He had 12-6 against Milwaukee, 12 against Golden State.
He's back, man. Bubble Warren is back. Remember last time we saw TJ Warren, he was dropping like 35 in the bubble against Jimmy Butler. That's when the 89 Cavs started. That was bubble ball.
Yeah.
Shout out TJ, man. Shout out TJ.
Yeah, he just took a couple years off. He was like, get me the fuck out of Indiana. And now he can play basketball again. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. The other thing we needed to talk about from Christmas since we last talked, actually one other thing we should bring up. I know this isn't next on the agenda, but I was thinking of Christmas games. It is pretty wild that John Morant had that interview and they were like, who are you worried about? And he was like, or who are you looking forward to? He's like, Celtics, the Bucks. They're like, nobody in the West. And he's like, nah, I'm good in the West. We're good. Since that interview, gotten smoked by the Golden State Warriors and then got smacked by the Suns last night. Did Ja just curse the Grizz? I guess Steve's ready. Steve's ready because he hates the Grizz.
Let it go, Steve.
He talked too much. He talked too much. And eventually, you know what I'm saying? You're going to look stupid when you talk that much. Homie, I don't know if you guys watched the game with the Suns. Yeah. Hell of a game by Ja. Family hit a three-pointer, right? He had 2 consecutive three-pointers. Homie was still down like 16, dancing. I'm like, yo, bro. Yo, make sure this shit is single digits before you start doing your little dance, bro.
That's honestly my biggest complaint about almost sports in general. Like, somebody in football, the team will be down like 25. Somebody has to catch up. I'm like, dude, you're down so many scores. Like mathematically, you can't come back. Just go get in the huddle. And same thing. Like if you after you hit a 3 when you're down 30, that should be a penalty. Like you should get that should be a technical foul, like celebration while getting your ass kicked. Except for dunks. If you poster on somebody, I think that's fine. I think posters should be celebrated by all.
Yeah, I agree though. But to be honest though, those two teams they just got the best of them though. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know how the Suns was really busting their ass like that. That shit was kind of crazy. But you know what I mean? What Jordan Poole had like 36, 34.
Yeah, and then got tossed. Right? He got like 30 something, and then got tossed. And then for the Suns too, they just announced today Devin Booker's out 4 weeks now.
God damn.
Yeah. Devin's out 4 weeks. So that's like I'll be curious what the Suns do now. I mean, I mean, whatever. They had no problem with the Grizzlies, but I feel like a month of that is a problem.
Oh, most definitely.
But go ahead. Were you gonna say something, Justin?
No, sorry.
No, I saw it. It looked like you were cocked and ready to go, so I wanted to make sure you could let it fly.
Maybe that's just indigestion.
But the other thing from Christmas, so I don't know who we should be more mad at, like Woj tweeting this out like right before the game starts, ESPN running it, or just Harden in general, because clearly this came from Harden's camp. Well, right before the game on Christmas, if you haven't heard, Woj dropped a report being like, yeah, if Harden decides not to stay with Philly, he might go back to Houston. It's like, what the fuck? Philly was like the second hottest team in the league at the time. They have a game in a half hour. Like, why is this happening right now? And like, who wants this?
Do you think it's because of the strip clubs in Houston? Because there's no other logical reason to want to go back to Houston. It's Jalen Green, Kevin Porter, a whole bunch of motherfuckers I don't know, a man named Ty Ty. So it's like, yo, family, you get what I'm saying? You want to go back to playing with people that kind of play like you? Bro, just play a point in Philly.
You saying there's no logical reason, but you're talking basketball. And I think along the strip club reasons, like Harden's been in the league 12 years?
Yeah.
Or something
like that.
He's a Hall of Famer, right? Olympian. The only thing he's been to the finals, the only thing he hasn't won a ring. He might just be like, hey, who cares? I mean, this is kind of what we thought about Harden before, right? He made his push. He jumped to a couple teams trying to make it. It didn't work out.
He's like, let's go home.
Let me go back to the place I like. I'm still gonna I'm gonna sign my last big contract. I'm gonna go probably live in the same house I still have and just go chill and enjoy being James Harden.
Yeah,
right. Like I think some of it is just I could just go be James Harden. Fans are like fans are like so concerned with rings and all this stuff, but like, hey, there's people. You all got to a point in your job where I was like, yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm not trying to get a promotion. I'm just here and I'm gonna do what I want to do.
You can tell
you can do that in the NBA.
You can tell the work week Justin's having right now.
Yeah. I'm not even working.
Oh my days.
I was gonna say, Steve, it's not Ty he's interesting, it's Tatas. That's what he's talking about going back to Houston. I think that's just like we are learning who James Harden is. He was like, you know what, I could just buy rings. Like, why don't I just go I don't need to go earn one. I just go buy one. Why don't I just go get $200 million for the next 4 years and just be happy as hell instead of getting, I don't know, 150 million and then having to try. Not that he won't try, but I think he just like go get stats instead of getting rings. What I think is nuts though, like I don't think the thought process of going back, like if that's his thing, that's his thing. It is wild to me for like he's leading the league. I don't know if he's leading the league in assists or like he's created the most points off of assists. And their team is currently in like top 4 in the East or top 5 in the East. They're hot as hell. Why is that coming out today? Why is that coming out on Christmas morning? That's like, I can't think of a good comparison. I just can't think of like the brain power behind it. It's like, you know what, dude, they're not talking about me enough. Yeah. We need.
I also wonder too, is it a negotiation tactic to just make Philly, pay up and all, or get this extension for the off season, or is it very much the kind of gossip style coverage we get from NBA media? Like it's NBA, the Christmas day is supposed to be the biggest day, and 30 minutes before the first game on the biggest day of the season
that he's playing in.
We're talking about a player leaving, which is kind of a lot of people's complaints about the NBA, where it's just like it's always about trades. We're always talking free agency, yada yada. Is it Woj who mentioned on this pod before, just like, let me get my name in here, let me make it messy instead of keeping it on the ball on the court. Let's talk about what could happen in free agency, because that's also possible.
It's true. The timing just seems so bizarre. My favorite thing too is like in the press conference they asked Harden about it. He's like, yeah, no idea who put that out there. And it, like literally a year ago, we were having the same conversation when the rumors came out that he was going to Philly, and they were asked. He was like, I have no idea how this got out there, and not even like denying it, just being like, who it's like that Tim Robinson, I think you should leave me. Like, we're all trying to find the guy who did this.
Hey man, if James Harden, if you on your 2 weeks notice, part of your career, I ain't even mad, cousin. I ain't even mad.
That's Patrick saying Harden is quiet quitting.
Yeah, it's that 2 week notice, Patrick. It's that 2 week.
Hey, one other thing. Sorry, I keep springing stuff on, but we were talking about Woj, and this feels like it happened a month ago now. But can we just talk for a second about the Miles Bridges shit? So like the Friday before Christmas at 5:00, Woj, speaking of Woj, drops being like, oh yeah, the Jordan and the Hornets are in talks of figuring things out with Miles Bridges. And like, listen, obviously what Miles Bridges did was fucked up, and like what he has to get reinstated in order to get suspended, like yada yada yada. To me, what's nuts is that drops Friday at 5 before Christmas. We're like, no one's on the internet. Like, that was the most intentional bullshit thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was stupid. But also, like, why don't just lose, bro? Like, why are you getting him back? Like, you're already a shit show. You're putting more Dookie on the shit show. Like, the fuck, bro? Just let that man be where he's at. Like,
just lose, bro.
Yeah, you get bro. You think signing Miles back is gonna change the whole shit up? No, fuck him, dog. Let him stay home. Like,
do you think? I mean, I guess it's hard to guess this or even speculate, but like, how do you think this ends with him? Like, is he just playing in the league next year?
I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. All jokes aside, I thought he was never gonna have a job. But if you're telling me the Hornets is like talking to him, he might be back with the Hornets. Another team might be like, "Oh, we don't give a fuck," and sign him. But I thought his shit was like wrecked. But I guess they need wing players or some shit in the NBA. I don't know.
I mean, I was trying to like big brain it, and I was like, all right, maybe they're like, they bring him back now. He gets suspended for the rest of the year, so they still suck for the rest of the year. They get the number 1 pick, and then it's like LaMelo, Terry Rozier, Miles Bridges is back, and then whoever, like Wemby or whatever. But it just seems way like the risk outweighs the reward here. Like this feels way too risky. I don't know. It just feels stupid.
Well, so Mike Z, let me ask you a question. Is Michael Jordan the GM?
I know he's the owner.
Okay. So I will tell you, for the past draft history of the Charlotte Hornets, there's no way they could think of something as smart as you just said, bro. They're just like, fuck it, we're swinging for the stars. We're 7-39. Like, who cares, bro? Come back and help us. It has to be that, bro. They can't be playing chess like you're saying.
The GM of the Hornets is Mitch Kupchak.
Oh, former Lakers GM, right?
Yeah.
That's tough.
You know what's crazy? That man went to my high school before I was born.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I met him. He came to one of he came to one of the varsity games. Yeah.
Is he pro domestic abuse? Did you get that vibe from him?
Brother.
Sorry. Was that too far?
Oh, my days.
Was it me that crossed the line there? It's me. It's me that crossed the line. Not Mitch Kupchak, not the Charlotte Hornets organization, not Miles fucking Bridges. It's Mike did.
You're right.
Hey, man. Nah, man. He didn't seem like that. He was very nice to a lot of black kids. He took everyone's photo and he was like, keep playing basketball. So I don't think he gave that vibe. But hey, man, that was like 15 years ago.
Oh man.
Oh man.
All right, sorry to spring that on. We don't have to talk about that. But our last like main topic, which honestly, Steve, you came up with this that led us into the draft, but we've been seeing some crazy shit from some Eastern Europeans lately, with Luka being just going bonkers last night. My favorite text last night was Justin trying to guess the line that Luka put up just based on texts and tweets before actually seeing it. What was your guess, Justin?
I truly thought it was gonna be like. I really thought it was like a 40-point triple double, something like that. I thought it was just like, oh, this is a good game. And it was on NBA TV, so everybody's going wild. But then I saw the line, and I was like, oh shit.
It's bonkers. It's bonkers. Steve, where are you at with it?
So I was watching it, and when he missed the free throw, got it back and made it, and was wailing. At that point, I knew he was just like, what am I doing right now? Because this doesn't make sense. Like, how am I busting their ass this crazy, bro? And I was just like, there's no way he's going to bug out. There's no way he's going to go crazy. And it just kept getting crazier and crazier. Fadeaways, driving to the lane, passes, bodying motherfuckers. He's bodying Randall. Grabbing it, looking at him, and then bringing it up, bro. Yo, these dudes from Eastern Europe, they were like born to play any position of ball, and that shit is crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Wait, we didn't say the stat line. It was 60 points.
20, right? 60, 20, and 10?
60, 21, and 10.
Yeah.
And this is what's nuts. You know, like, and I said this morning, but anytime somebody has a game, right? Like anytime someone is having a game, a graphic will pop up. It's usually LeBron, right? LeBron's like 30 and 12. He's like the first person to get 30 and 12 as many times as he's gotten it. And then it just says Wilt. It says Wilt's done this. LeBron's done this. Like Kareem's done this. Last night, that stat goes up and it says fucking no one. Wilt Chamberlain hasn't even done that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I do think, too, like, we need a 30 for 30 on that reaction after he hit that free throw. Like, because go ahead.
No, I was like, I've never seen an elite professional athlete act like a golden retriever with zoomies.
Because at first I thought he was complaining like he didn't get a foul call on that.
Exactly.
Because that's what he does, right? But then I think he was just true joy. Like he just couldn't believe it.
If you haven't seen it, he's just stomping his feet and flailing his arms and like pointing at nothing.
Yeah, and nothing rhythmic about it too. You know how like sometimes they're like, oh, he's jumping on 2 and 4, right? Like that's not what happened. It was just chaos. It was chaos. Man. And to happen against the Knicks, I don't know. I got extra joy out of that. I thought my timeline was so sad.
Oh yeah, because you know the Knicks. There's something about the Knicks that there's just a thing about the Knicks that is gonna bring out the best in an opposing player. Yeah, that's true. At least this wasn't at Madison Square Garden. This was at home, and this was like the night they unveiled Dirk's statue.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Was that last?
No, they did Christmas.
They did on Christmas.
But they did on Christmas. Okay.
Christmas.
So like recently after, but still like, we can talk about the performance. I do want to say one thing though is that he still needed 60, 20, and 10 to beat the Knicks without Jalen Brunson and
RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett missed most of the game too,
which is not an indictment on Luka. It is an indictment on the rest of that team.
Can I ask you both a question? Yeah. Can y'all name me 4 players off the bench in Dallas?
Off the bench?
Yeah, off the bench.
Christian Wood.
Christian Wood start, bro.
He's starting now.
Oh, he's starting now?
He's starting now, bro.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who's that light-skinned tall dude?
That's why he needs 60,
Dwight
21, and 10.
Dwight Powell.
That's why he needs 61, 21, and 10, bro. Because he doesn't. We don't know these bums he's playing with, bro.
Josh Green? Oh, he didn't play last
Josh Green.
Oh yeah, there we go. Davis Bertans. Davis. There we go.
Oh my days.
Yeah. No, Maxi's hurt. Maxi doesn't count either.
Yeah, Maxi the truth for 2K, but he's sorry in real life.
Kemba Walker.
Oh yeah, Kemba Walker. Come on.
Steve, to your point, the bench combined for 8 points, 1 assist, and 6 rebounds.
What was the final score?
The entire bench.
The entire joint, bro.
The final score was 126, 121.
So Luka almost scored half his team's points.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then assisted probably another 20 to 30.
Yeah, pretty much the offense was Luka.
Man, that's crazy. A couple of things here. Somebody said Jump Shoot said he said he thought that one on that bucket. So the putback, he thought he shipped it. Wow, he must have been so disappointed when he was like, "Oh wait, overtime."
I would have been sick. I would have been sick. Boy.
That's probably one of the best missed free throw catches I've seen, because I guess best sequence. It wasn't the best well done because it actually didn't come to him. Three people hit the ball before it actually fell into his hands, but
yeah,
still, it was impressive. He caught that in air, got the shot off, and dropped it.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, that never works. Like everyone's like, "Oh, we're down 2 with one free throw left, so you're gonna jam it off the rim."
Well, when you're confident it will work, when you're the starting point guard and you have 21 rebounds. The Knicks have already proved they're not grabbing a fucking rebound.
Yeah, they're like, all I gotta do is hit.
Even if you look at the tip,
yeah,
the Knicks hit the ball and then it bounced in the air and went to Luka.
And Tesla was saying, do you think the extra 5 minutes of OT takes away from the stat line? So I think he had 58 and 20 in regulation. So nah.
No, he had like 53, I think. Or something.
He still had that many points in overtime?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Because I think, Justin's correct. I think he had like 53 or 52.
Okay.
He had like 3 buckets in overtime.
I think his stat line was already ridiculous, and he got them to overtime. I think that counts.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was. It's not like they were up and they blew a 20-point lead. Like they needed every point he got, and it was him doing it.
And what was it? The Knicks blew a 9-point lead with like 30 seconds left.
Yeah, it was.
That's
classic
so
Knicks.
man.
Classic
And like
Knicks,
the Mavs are all dead because they were all playing like 40 plus minutes, but the Knicks, they were like, dude, this is every game, man. Shout out Tom Thibodeau. Like you just play 40 minutes a game. That's what they're like. Welcome to our life. Oh man.
The Knicks were up with a minute left. Is 108 to 99.
That's tough. That's a tough loss. And I love it. I'm here for it. But yeah, so Luka's performance, and then Steve, I think you've come around on Jokic, right? You've been out famously on the 89 Cavs, out on Jokic, but back in.
So let me tell you guys, I'm a realistic hater. You feel me? I'm gonna give respect when it's due, but that don't mean I fuck with you. So do I fuck with Jokic? Nah. Would I pay money to see Jokic play like the 76ers? Nah. Do I respect what he's doing? Yeah, man, numbers don't lie. I fuck with it, but I'm not gonna say I'm a Jokic fan. But what he's doing this season is insane. To the point, if they wanted to give that white man the what do they call it now? The Wilt Chamberlain Trophy, whatever they call that shit. If they give it to him, I would even be upset. I'd be like, yo, bro, it is what it is. Because I think, me personally, I think he deserves this one more than one last year.
Yeah, I mean, he's made Aaron Gordon look awesome.
It's crazy, right?
Right, like he's made Aaron Gordon look awesome. He's made Bruce Brown look awesome, and like I think what's so cool about him is he's like a point guard who's a big, right? Like he'll get a rebound and he's like, you know what, it's time to push the pace, and he just like sprints up the court with the ball. Like I feel like we haven't seen a player like him, his size, anyways. Yeah, he's awesome. I'm glad. I thought you were gonna say you were a fan. I'm a little disappointed. You're not a fan.
I can't lie. I'm not a fan. It takes me a while to turn around on players, so maybe it might happen 3, 4, 5 years down the line. But what did he have on Christmas? Was like 41, 10, and 15. It was some crazy
41,
shit like that. Right?
15, and 15.
Come on, that's like when you take the remote from your cousin. Like, yo, bro, like, I'm going to make sure you come back in 2K. Give me a second. And you just
I got this.
One player. Yeah, that shit is wild, bro.
What's crazy, too, is he's not like – because I think Embiid's putting up awesome numbers. Also, I saw a tweet last night. Like, we need to make fun of this for a second. Let me pull it up, actually. I thought this was some of the dumbest shit that I have seen in a long time, where someone was like – I'm not even going to just try to guess what it is. I'm just going to pull it up and read it to you. And I'll let the people at home actually see what it was. So this guy named Drew Hanlon, And he tweeted out, here we go. Here's the share screen button. He tweeted out, Luka was incredible tonight and has been all season. So fun to watch. But to show how biased the media is, here's some facts. Embiid is averaging more points, more rebounds, more blocks, higher field goal percentage, higher free throw percentage, and his team has a better record. Drew, Luka just put up 60, 21, and 10, which literally no one has done. What are we doing here?
Is he from Philly? He might be from Philly, bro.
Yeah, I don't think so. Let's check.
Sure?
Oh, he's an NBA skills coach, CEO of Pure Sweat.
Pure Sweat, is that located in Philadelphia, bro?
Let's check. The most comprehensive, results-driven player development program. All right. No, it doesn't say where it's located. Who's this? It's with Tatum. That's with Irish Drake right there.
Okay, I can't tell you. Maybe he just smoked crack. Because what he just said in that tweet is the dumbest shit I've heard in a while, bro.
It's like, why are we doing that? You know what I mean? Why are we dunking on him?
It's like, yo, let him have that moment. Also, no one's saying Embiid is sorry. Embiid's being Embiid, and it's great.
It is. It's crazy. But yeah, Jokic this season right now, I think he's averaging 25, 10, and 9. So he's like almost averaging a triple-double. His team is in first place. The Nuggets are in first place. I mean, God, I still don't think he'll win the MVP just because the media votes on it. And I can just see them being like, oh, it hasn't happened since Larry Bird. We're not going to do that again. But he's been incredible.
No, I think, sorry, go ahead, see.
Well, what if he averages like a triple-double? If he averages straight triple-double, they got to, though. If his team's in first and he averages a triple-double, we're going to be like, yo, bro, what?
I do think if they're in first, the only way I could see it happening is if like the Celtics rip off 25 in a row, or like the Bucks rip off 20 in a row, something like that. You know,
they would have to be not even just first. They would have to be first in the league, because if they're first in the West and the Celtics are first in the East, Tatum's getting that MVP.
Yeah,
I think Tatum's MVP to lose for a lot of probably storyline reasons, because he's like it's. Next up, he's the best player on one of the best teams. He's not like Embiid, who's in the race but not getting a lot of love, honestly. Despite this, I know we're talking about Jokic and Doncic, but Embiid is in his last 10 games is averaging like 38 and 13. He's had a couple 50-point games, almost scored 50 yesterday. So
but you know. We should be putting KD in the conversation too then, right? Like the Nets are in third. He's averaging 30. Like he's right there too. Yeah,
we're just seeing statistically, the league is like a ridiculous place offensively, where just like you're saying, so many people average over 30. So many people have these like ridiculous stat lines. So many teams are a couple games away from dropping like 4 seeds. It's very balanced. So I'd be curious, because you say who's going to be top at the end of the year, and it's all dependent on, like, I don't know, Michael Porter gets injured for 6 games. That could be the difference between the Nuggets getting first seed or getting fourth. It's that close.
Yeah. And you're seeing like the Clippers rip off a bunch of wins too. Like they're only a couple games out now and they're healthy, which is kind of crazy. Steve, I feel like you wanted to say something about KD though. You had I will start watching basketball if they give KD the MVP. I'm dead ass serious. I'm about to be like, yo, fuck the sport. Soccer is popping 1 time a week. You know what I'm saying? Not even that amount of rules. You feel me? I'll be on my football team. The UK team, because that would be a madness if KD gets it. Bro.
I mean, if they keep playing this, look, he'll get in the conversation. I don't know if it'll happen. He'll get in the conversation.
They will be.
It helps to have big dudes who can hit jump shots, and then also draw double teams to kick it out to your teammates who can hit jump shots. That seems to be the theme of the NBA right now. Outside of Giannis, who's just a big dude who nobody can stop, and Zion. Giannis and Zion are the exceptions, but everybody else is extremely skilled from every part of the court.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Steve, is it time? Is it time to get into the draft here? Is it time to go Euro draft?
We're doing a full Euro draft. You feel me? All time. You feel me? Dead or alive. You feel me? Are we just doing our top 5 or are we doing 5 and a bench? What are we doing, boys?
This is 5.
Let's do 5. Unless like we feel someone's getting disrespected, and then we can fill in a bench. Do we make the chat? Should the chat come up with a reason of like how we should decide who picks first?
Sure, and then the chat should also pick who they think's team would win in a match. Who got the best squad? Who got the best squad? I
like that. All right, let's see if the chat is anything. Otherwise, fuck the chat. We can just Steve. This was your idea. I'll let you. Why don't you?
I'll go last.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say Steve should pick the order.
I'm gonna do me, you, and then Justin.
All right.
Well, you feel me? First person I'm gonna pick, man. He's a mad ting. He's a wealthy man. And the altitude changes where he's living currently. And weed is also amazing there. So, as a GM of these New York Knicks, the European New York Knicks, I'm taking the man, the villain. I'm taking the Joker first pick. Walking triple-double. Wow. Gonna lead my team to nice things. That's right.
Wow. All right, hold on. I'm pulling up a little spreadsheet here so that we can keep track of it in real time. Because for the people following along in the chat, they can see it, but also so I remember who's been picked because I absolutely will forget. All right, so Steve's taking the Joker first. Wow, I think I'm surprised by that.
Mm-hmm.
All time,
bro. I'm talking about. I'm trying to win right now. I'm taking the Joker. That's a fact.
Oh, you're building. So are you building rosters, or are you just building?
I'm building a team, and I'm the team in my mind. I think he could help me win. You feel me?
Wow.
Got you. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, everyone knows I'm taking Rudy Gobert.
I gotta say, man, I think Jokic is a lot. It's hard. I think it's a wild pick, but it's not. It's not that wild. If you future cast, it's not.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like if you're future casting, right? Because that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. I'm future casting as well, where because I had 4 picks that I like made a ton of sense to me, and then I had a tough time. And I was deciding between I probably would have taken Jokic first just for the bit, honestly. But I'm gonna take Luka.
Good pick.
I'm gonna take Luka next. And then so Justin, I'm assuming this is a snake draft, right? So Justin then he does 2 picks in a row.
He does.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, here I take Giannis, and then for the first pick, and then in the first pick in the second round, I take Dirk.
Fucking dickhead.
I think these were the was this our first 4 for everybody?
This was gonna be the first 4, but I thought Justin was gonna fuck up. That's the reason I put Justin third. I thought he was gonna do some stupid shit. I didn't think he was gonna pick Dirk.
Dirk is the greatest European player of all time. Although Giannis is, if Giannis retired today, he actually might have an argument. Yeah. So you got to take Dirk. But then obviously you take Giannis. Giannis is, I don't know he hasn't hit the point where I'm like, oh, it's done. He's continuing to get better. Everybody in the first round we picked is continuing to get better. That's why they went in the first. Because there's worlds where we see Luka as a better player. This world where you see Jokic as a better player. This world where if you tell me Giannis ends his career with 4 rings, you'd be like, sure.
Right. All that's on the table, right? All right.
And Dirk is self-evident. Picking Dirk is self-evident. I don't have to justify that.
No. Yeah, exactly. I think whoever had the 4th pick was taking Dirk.
100%. 100%.
I actually almost took Dirk second, and I was like, no, let's relax. All right, here we go. For this next one, I'm going to take my man, Sabonis. Arvydas Sabonis. I'm taking the dad, baby. I'm taking his entire career. I'm not just taking Portland. I'm taking old school Arvydas Sabonis. Welcome to the squad. I am going to look up how the fuck to spell Arvydas. But yeah, Arvydas Sabonis. Welcome aboard, baby.
Now,
okay.
There's so many cigarettes on my team.
What are you talking about? There's so many cigarettes on everybody's team.
That's true.
Cigarettes, Pilsners, and red wine.
Now I get 2, right?
Yeah, you get 2 now.
All right, y'all ready?
I'm ready.
my first out of my two is a player who Jordan was scared of. Major Bucket. Bucket in Europe.
Ooh.
Bucket when
Oh,
he came to the NBA. And a hell of a 30-30. Let's give it up. Drazen Petrovic is on the squad.
God. I was
Yeah.
hoping.
Come on.
Is it Drazen, right? Is it?
Here's Drazen, yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping that was going to make it.
Now,
Yeah, he was on my. I'll tell you, he was on my list for when it came to me.
Now, this is a madness. This is a madness that this man is still here.
Wait, hold on. Before you do this, are we all agreeing that Kobe doesn't count?
Kobe does not count. No.
Okay.
Look,
Because if he did, my man, trust me, I would have
Yeah.
picked up.
look,
right.
we not doing that. Kobe
We
from
not
Philly.
doing-
I know he was born or he played in Italy. We not
Yeah.
doing that.
We're not doing Joakim Noah don't count. None of that bullshit. None of that bullshit. No disrespect. I see you though, bro, because I would love to pick Kobe. Now, the next man, you know what's crazy? He's close with Kobe. So close to the point when they played in the Olympics, he G-checked him. Solid center throughout his whole career. Could pass. Even elevated his game for the pick and pop. We talk about Pau Gasol, baby.
That's a good one.
Come on. My
That's a
team
good one.
crazy. My team crazy right now.
All right, I'm excited for this one because right now I got a playmaker. I got a playmaker that can dominate the ball but can also move it around. I got Sabonis, an incredible passer. And right now I need a knockdown three-point shooter. Probably should have a ring, but the league cheated. Give me Peja Stojakovic.
Deja.
Proper pick.
Give me Peja. I'm so excited he's here. I gotta look it up. I can't do Stojakovic in my head. Actually, I probably could have if I just guessed.
What?
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Let's see you try to spell it on the.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
There we
Come
go.
on,
Let's
man.
go. Stojakovic, baby. All right, Justin with 2 picks here.
Now, if you're calling, we're getting to the diciest area, but not really, because I have the fortune of picking the only European player left who has a finals MVP. I'm going with the scumbag. All right. The scumbag in San Antonio. The man who cheated on, what's her name?
Eva Longoria, boy.
Eva Longoria. Tony
Mhm.
Parker. all
Tony
right?
Parker, boy.
Floater game, crazy.
Rap
That's
game crazy. Y'all remember his song in NBA Live? Balance
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balance toi.
Dude, this
Balance toi.
one. Oh no, Manu's Argentina. We can't.
Nah,
sweep
that don't
Manu.
count.
No,
Look at
Argentina
these-
is the Europe, is like the Europe of the South America, but it's still South America.
Yeah. Shut up.
I wish my counted shit.
also not shout out colonialism. That was a joke.
Oh my God.
Look at these squads though through 3 rounds: Jokic, Petrovic, Gasol, Doncic, Sabonis, Stojakovic, Giannis, Dirk, and Parker. Man. Also, Al, we should actually figure this out. Does that starting 5 squad beat any USA starting 5 right now? I think if we take
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Most definitely.
But then it's like any USA squad. If we do like all time USA, it's
That's true.
it's
Yeah.
That's true. That is true. That is true.
We could put Wilton Bill Russell on the team, and
Yeah. And then just like Jordan Bird magic and go home. All right, Justin, you're back on the clock.
Now this one, I don't know. All right, because there's so this is hard. I don't know which way to go here
Yes.
because I'm trying to figure out how do I want to fill out this team. There's a lot of players that I like.
I
that
like
I
that we've
could
all
pick.
agreed though. No one's taking Rudy.
And I considered it because he is a 3-time defensive player of the year. He could be up there, but I'm honestly going to take someone who has a phenomenal record in international ball. His brother already went and is also
Yes.
a confident defender. We're taking Marc Gasol.
That's a great pick. That is a great pick.
You know what? I want somebody who can move, who can play defense, but also move the ball and is well liked by everyone.
Yeah, that he's like a good grit and grind, baby. Grit and grind. I love this pick. That was
Is there anywhere to go? Like does this team have room in the paint with Gasol and Dirk? Gasol and Giannis? Not really, but
No,
Just
Gasol can
put
stretch it
Giannis
a
at
little
3.
bit.
Yeah, put
Gasol can
Giannis at
stretch
3.
it a little bit. Oh man, this is tough now. I think I'm in a weird spot. I had Gasol lined up next. I think now, man, there's a couple of spots I want to go, but I'm gonna take the man who almost blew up the Bulls, Tony Kukoc. Give me Tony Kukoc again. This team is versatile. All right, we got a lot of guys who can stretch the floor here. And we got this is a big fucking team. Sabonis, Luka, and Tony Kukoc. Stojakovic isn't that big, but it's a big team. All right, there we go. Steve, you are up.
All right, bro. I got 2.
You got 2 back to back.
I'm gonna do the first one. Because a lot of y'all gonna be like, Steve, you're bugging, you're crazy, whatever.
I'm sorry. Patrick just said Justin said his brother already thought you were going Costas.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I did too. I did too until I heard.
Look, if we were drafting bench, I'm drafting Giannis. I'm drafting Thanasis, Costas, Alex, the dude who played Italy.
Look, because you got to make sure Giannis stays happy. You got to keep your starting 5 happy.
I'm drafting Mama. But go ahead.
Now you see me. The first point that I'm gonna pick is people gonna be like, "Yo, this is a mad team." But listen, bro, my team is passing. People getting open, shot, boom, boom. We're talking about ball movement. And this point guard right here has been solid with dishing it out, coming all the way from Spain, still in the NBA. That's right. I'm picking Ricky Rubio. He playing that one.
Dude, Ricky Rubio is a great pick too. Because especially if you just like forget all the ACL tears, man. Rubio got robbed, man. He should have had a great NBA. I mean, he still did have an NBA career. Like, he's still great.
Now, I got my 1, got my 2, got my 4, and my 5. Now, a lot of these dudes is a little questionable, you feel me, on the defensive end. But I'm going to have somebody that I believe could stop players. We're talking about a big wing man.
Oh, is this AK-47?
You already know Karolinko's on my squad.
God damn. I love that pick. I spelled this wrong.
That's a monster pick. One of the hardest nicknames. A dude who had like 4 or 5 years of just straight up 15 and 8 games where he was clearly dominating, just straight up off defense.
Man, he was one of the best. He was a great 2K play too. Like I enjoyed him.
Phenomenal. Defense, shots, blocks, steals. Yeah. He was litty.
Yeah. All right, Justin. I think, can we make an amendment and do 6? Can we pick a 6-man? Because I got 2 left that I like really want.
I'll do a 6-man if y'all want to do 6.
Let's do a 6-man.
I'll do it.
All right. Oh, I'm up. I was about to say Justin's up. All right, here we go. I feel like my 6-man is still gonna be there. So that's why I'm gonna take this guy 5th. I love a father-son combo. Okay. We're just going big. We're going Arvydas, we're going Domantas, the Sabonis father-son combo, playing the 4-5, Kukoc at the 3, Peja at the 2, Luka at the 1, Domantas. And I don't think I would have picked Domantas until this year, but he's been insane this year. Also, real quick, he has a fractured thumb right now. And going into last night's game, he was questionable. Like, he almost played last night with a fractured thumb. That's different. That's built different.
That's built different. Boy.
All right, Justin, you got back-to-back. Your 5th and your 6th man.
All right. Well, listen, did I see this person play basketball? No. But were they on a legendary team?
Son of a bitch.
All right. Are they respected as one of every European player uses them as one of the best European players of all time? Yes. And do I need a shooting guard? Of course. I'm taking the legend Sarunas Marciulionis.
Incredible pick.
Steve has no. Do you have any idea who that is?
Family. Who?
You thought I was going somewhere else, didn't you?
Boy, I thought you was taking my pick.
Nah. Now,
I don't know
brother,
who
I'm
that
taking
man
Sarunas
is.
Marciulionis. He was on the Run TMC with Warriors. He was shooting
Oh, he's
guard.
cold. Oh my days,
Yeah,
he's cold. He's cold. Oh
he's
my days.
nice.
Oh my
He's
days.
nice. He
How
has
did
some
I
great
forget?
games in international ball. Truly is like he's one of the dudes the European players look up to.
He had
And
like
he
wavy
kinda,
hair and shit, right? It was like, what number was he?
what was his age?
It was like somewhat a 4. I might be mixing them up, bro.
13.
13. I'm wilding.
But he's like one of the first players to come over and be like a star or a starter, and
That's a great pick. I love that.
That's
on
a
this
solid pick.
who kind of kicked off European teams, the Lithuanian team, as we all know from like the Grateful Dead shirt. So that's who I'm filling on my roster. Sometimes, hey, look, you just need to do respected and solid. And Sarunas is gonna give me buckets.
I love it. This is a good squad. This is a good squad. All right, Justin, hit us with your 6 man.
So a strong part of me wants to pick Darko here.
Yo, bro.
Not for basketball reasons, but just we drafted him, and then as a 13-year-old boy, I watched the Pistons win the championship. He didn't do anything to contribute to it, but that's the sequence of events. Detroit basketball. But I'm not gonna do that. All right, I'm not gonna do that, and instead, I need my team to have vibes. All right. I need my team to have vibes. I need somebody to be around, to crack jokes, to just be an all-around good dude. Give me Boris Diaw.
Boris Diaw. That's the culture. Do it for the culture. I love that.
This is not a basketball pick. I just need a dude who can come in, play any position, and has wine recs.
No, that's a great pick. I see the chat firing a bunch too, and I know everyone's going to be surprised. I'm not going to take a Bogdanovich, neither Bogdan or Bojan, both solid picks. But I'm going to take my second ever favorite player from the Boston Celtics. My first favorite player, Reggie Lewis, cocaine. My second favorite player, though, after we lost our man Reggie, what? Yeah, Dino Raja. All right, that is a culture pick right there. Okay, Dino Raja, one of the best. You talk about a team that smokes cigs. Dino Raja is that. He's a little, 3-4. He's going to get you buckets, play a little defense. Dino Raja, Celtics pride, baby. Welcome aboard.
89 Cavs. Sometimes I think y'all think I don't know ball. But I know ball and my team about to win. And I don't know how they forgot about my man. No, we're not talking about Porzingis. We're not talking about Bojan. Fuck that. 2-time 6-man on one of the best NBA teams of all time. Played with the glove. My man, Sean Kemp. I'm sorry, brother from Germany, if I'm mispronouncing your name. Give me that left shrimp, boy.
Yeah, dude. Shout out, dude. That was one of the best, accidentally best NBA Jam plays. Where you're like, oh man, I get Kemp, but I have to play fucking Shemp. And then you're like, nah, dude, he throws that steal move, he just bodies them. That's great. Fair. Look at these squads here. All right, so wrapping up here for the podcast, people. Steve rolled out with Jokic, Petrovic, Pau Gasol, Rubio, AK-47, and Detlef. Dude, AK-47 and Detlef Schrempf. That's a dangerous combo right there. I have Luka, Arvydas Sabonis, Peja Stojakovic, Tony Kukoc, Domantas Sabonis, and Dino Raja. And then Justin here with Giannis, Dirk, Tony Parker, Marc Gasol, Sarunas Marciulionis. I feel like I crushed that pronunciation. And
you got it correct.
And then Boris Diaw right there. All right, we need to know from the chat. You got to tell us who you're taking, what squad you're taking here, Steve, Mike, or Justin. I think, real quick, we should just hit the people that we definitely missed out on. Like, Porzingis is probably one.
The chat is saying Vlade, and I thought about Vlade, but
yeah,
Boris Diaw plays every. I have Marc Gasol, who they have similar-ish games, and Boris Diaw can play any position, so I just went.
Yeah, I got to tell you, if Vlade didn't pick Marvin Bagley over Luka, I might have taken Vlade, but that stays with me. Okay, that stays with me. I do think too. Oh shit, I'm just forgetting on who we missed. There was somebody. God, I'm blanking on it now. There was somebody.
Turkey glue.
Oh yeah, Hedo Turkoglu. That's what I was gonna say. But
Turkoglu. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's too all right for me. He's too far over there that I'm
Oh.
fine not getting Hedo on there. Yeah.
He got vibes like that?
Yeah, he's got some vibes. He's got some vibes.
Oh my days.
Yeah. He also was steroid induced too.
Yes. I thought you was gonna pick your man's on the Bulls. I'm surprised you didn't pick your man's on the Bulls.
Goran?
Nah, what's his Vujovic.
Oh no, he isn't. No.
He said no.
Wait, you're considering Giannis as Greek? Are we not supposed to consider Giannis as Greek? Did I miss
Greek,
that?
bro? He's Greek, bro.
Did we fuck that up? I thought
I guess his family's from Nigeria. I mean, it's great.
He's Greek, bro.
He plays for Greece, right?
Yeah, he's Greek, bro.
All right. I think so far only one person has said what squad they liked, and Justin gets the dubs. Stubbs says Justin squad for him.
Shout out Stubbs. He know ball, so I'm gonna trust his word.
Yeah,
I'm gonna trust his word.
This is a good squad though. This is great. That was a fun idea. We should have to do. We should have to pick like a USA 5 versus a Euro 5. We should have to do that. Not tonight, but at some point.
Yeah. I mean, we straight up disrespect. I mean, we were gonna do it, but Rudy Gobert didn't even come up as consideration.
Yeah, but
it's kind of wild. I picked 2 French players, and none of them are Rudy Gobert.
You get the smoking and stash change for the Greeks. Yeah, hey, listen, I'm fine to disrespect Rudy Gobert though. He got bodied by like Nikola Jovic last night. Like not even Jokic, Jovic. So
you know, it's fun. I was like, this just while we were on the European players before we got off. I was using a couple lists, but one of them is like 40 greatest European players, and 39th on this list is Dennis Schroeder. And I know there has to be 40 better players from Europe.
Dude, Dennis Schroeder was on that list too for me, and I was like, "There's not a chance in hell I'm taking Dennis Schroeder," because the Celtics were like, we'll take Derek White."
Is Sasha Vujic on that list?
He was not on any of my lists.
Damn.
You know what? But he got mentioned on the pod.
He did.
Yeah,
you know who was also mentioned that I think like probably could have gotten scooped was Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
Yes. Solid.
That could have been
solid. Oh yeah. You know, Marko Jaric, not for on-court reasons, but I think he bagged a supermodel.
You know what? I was in between picking Jose Calderon or Ricky Rubio, and I picked
Dude, shout out Jose Calderon. That's a great pick too. Yeah. Remember what was the dude Carlos
Delfino? Was he Argentinian though?
Nah,
Carlos Navarro?
No, I think he spent Carlos Arroyo. I think it was Arroyo.
Oh.
Puerto Rican.
Oh, was he Puerto Rican?
Yeah, yeah.
Puerto Rican. Oh.
He was. And Juan Carlos Navarro is Puerto Rican too, but yeah, he's the legend.
Yeah, he was.
He's like a legend in Puerto Rico because that was that time they bust USA. He was ball.
Yeah,
wilding. He was wilding, bro. What isn't the other dude Puerto Rican that used to be on the Nets? The dude that was like 5'10". Isn't JJ Barrera? That's his name.
Oh, JJ Barrera. He's Puerto Rican too?
Isn't he Puerto Rican?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Arroyo is like he was the first, not the first, but he was like the legend, and Barrera is the best Puerto Rican player. He has a championship, and he was balling out in the finals.
Yes, sir.
Dude, JJ Barrera. This is a true story because when I was in college. That's when JJ Barrera was in college, and he went to like a neighboring school. He went to Northeastern, and where I used to like run is where like I played with JJ Barrera a couple of times, and like we're like similar size. And so I would have to like pick up JJ in some of these games, and man, I just got cooked. I just got cooked so hard. It was tough. It was a tough scene. Shout out JJ Barrera. Look at us. This is a diverse podcast. We talked about a lot of different names that haven't been mentioned on actual NBA podcasts in over a decade.
Yeah.
Dino Raja got a shout out tonight.
Hey, I mean, if we just gonna name Europeans, Jellico Ravracha.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
His son plays in college right now. He was on the Pistons for like 1 or 2 years. That's it.
Speaking of, did you guys see? And then we can get out of here. Arnie Duncan, former what was he, like U.S. Secretary of
Secretary of
Education?
Education, who played in
Yeah.
a lot of the celeb games.
Yeah, and because I think he played in Princeton, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, his son. I don't know how I saw this, but I saw his son is now going to be going to Princeton to play ball. So the Duncan gene, the Princeton run continues. Oh man, good shit. We'll be back again next week. Steve, you want to get us out of here?
Hey man, y'all just listen to the best basketball podcast in the goddamn world. This was the 89 Cavs. I'm Steve. That's Mike. Below is Justin. May all your endeavors go well and all your shots be wet like water. Stay up like a hard dick.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year, too, man.
Raja!